On this episode of Failure to Launch, we're going to check out a movie that was very clearly designed to start a franchise and very clearly failed. We're talking about Brainscan, and we're going to find out what went wrong and why there was never another entry. So way back in 1994, the saga began and ended with Brainscan, which starts with John Connor reading about a new game called Brainscan in the new issue of Fangoria, which seems to have Total Recall on the cover, so I guess it's supposed to be 1990? Skeletor is here, and Michael starts to play, and there's more Fangos, including one with a Dracula cover from 92, so I guess we're at least in 92, as the cutting-edge interactive CD-ROM begins. It was a thing. CDs were a thing. CD-ROMs were a whole other thing. The game basically shows you people being murdered, Giallo style, but it turns out that the murders are real, and we meet our wannabe slasher icon, Trickster, who's kind of just Mutant D. Snyder. Well, more mutant than normal. He dances to Primus, makes bad jokes, sets Michael up to kill his best friend, and eats raw chicken and bananas with mustard. The police chase after Michael, and Trickster just shows up on TV like an evil Max Headroom, although Max Headroom is kind of an evil Max Headroom, so never mind that. Michael has to kill the girl next door to win the game, but attacks Trickster instead, kicking off some top-of-the-line digital effects that end with Trickster taking over Pecker's body. But he's saved by the power of love, but shot by the power of Grayskull. Luckily, it's all a dream. Yep, the whole movie since he loaded up the game. Or was it the game? Supposedly it's maybe hypnosis, as the game says it sends out a signal or something, so no one was hurt at all except maybe Edward Furlong's career. Just kidding, that was long dead. They find out that the game is recalled because a kid playing had an aneurysm and Michael gives it to his teacher. And there's a tag on which shows the dog with the first victim's foot, so I guess it did happen? Does it matter? I mean, it's pretty easy to see with this one why there was never an entry. It hinges on the popularity of an extremely temporary technology that had pretty much fallen out of favor by the time that the film came out. And Trickster didn't even really matter to the movie. He was never an active participant in any of the major actions and could have been removed from the script completely and it wouldn't have changed the movie that much. On top of that, there's nothing to even distinguish the death scenes, as most of them are pretty run-of-the-mill, and from an FX standpoint, there's really nothing to talk about. And in terms of the fad functionality of this film, imagine somebody today making a movie about fidget spinners. They were popular for about 20 minutes, but they were really popular. But by the time someone made a movie about it, obviously, it would not be popular anymore. And that's what CD-ROMs were. Extremely short-lived, and the technology passed very quickly. And I guess if they were going to remake this movie today, maybe they would do like an internet ARG game or something like that. I don't really know. But suffice it to say, no more Brainscan. So there you have it, one movie. It's pretty obvious to see why it wasn't a series. It really wanted to be. They hyped up Trickster quite a bit at Fangoria back in the day. They wanted this to be the next Freddy or Jason and carry on through multiple movies, but very clearly didn't work. So there you go. Let me know what you thought of Brainscan if you've seen it, or just what you thought of this video. Let me know what other failure to launches you think would be a good entry. And also check out the pages. Obviously, check out like and subscribe to this one. Also check out my Patreon page. Say thank you to my patrons. And in the meantime, I'll see you in a little while for another great video, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.